Pag-usapan natin ngayon ang mga pahayag ni ex-Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio tungkol sa mga sagot ni Pangulong Duterte sa Quadcom hearing. Lumalabas na, or indirectly, bumibilib yung itong si Carpio sa galing ng mga sagot ni PRRD. Pinaglalaroan lang niya sila, mga kongresista. So, maganda yung mga paliwanag niya. Nakikita niya yung mga galaw ni Duterte na nakakabilib talaga itong ating Tatay Digong. Okay, pakinggan natin ang interview ng Billionario.com.
Reaction when you heard the former president say that, sir?
Well, it's good that he said let the ICC come here. But I think what he will do is he will go to the Supreme Court to stop it. He will get a TRO because it's always been like that. At the last minute, he will put up a barrier, an obstruction. Like, for example, when he challenged Senator Trillanes, I will sign the waiver, but I will slap you first. And finally, Trillanes said, yes, okay, sign the waiver, you can slap me. And he refused to do it. So that's part of his strategy.
So you don't think he was sincere?
Okay. So, strategy ni Digong lang yan. Sabi niya, yung mga pinapaapura niya, sige na, come on. Pasok kayo. Oh, bakit ganon katapang si PRRD? Na papasukin ng Oh, ako hindi ko nakita yung ganyang pwedeng gawin ni PRRD na magpunta siya sa Supreme Court. Okay, granting na nandito ng Supreme Court at mag-file ng petisyon si PRRD sa Supreme Court. Tingin ko, pagbibigyan siya ng Supreme Court dahil walang jurisdiction ng ICC. Sampal, malaking sampal sa Supreme Court yung pagpasok ng ICC. Kaya grabe, no? Bilib din ako sa galing nitong si Supreme Court Justice nga. Hindi ko nakita ito na panalo si PRRD sa Supreme Court pag pasok ng ICC, siguradong i-stop yan ng Supreme Court. Grabe. Yan naman sign ng waiver. Okay. Sampalin. Kumayag, sampal. Kailan, hindi pa rin siya nagpirma. Ayun, mga ganong style Duterte lang.
Well, I don't think he was sincere. Because his lawyers will tell him don't do it. And I think he's playing around up to now. He's been playing around.
Playing around. Agree ba kayo na nilalaro lang ni PRRD ang mga kongresista? Hindi rin makahalot ang mga kongresista. Iyan ang master strategist na presidente. Hindi ninyo kaya si Tatay Digong. The best talaga itong leader na ito na marunong siyang maglaro . Yan ang kailangan natin sa ating bansa. Yung wais na makita mo yung sinseridad niya to protect our country. Kita mo yung kanyang commitment na alisin ang problema o isolve ang problema ng droga sa atin. He is the only president na nakagawa niyan. Of course, nung panahon ni Marcos Sr., grabe din ang ginawa ng Marcos Sr. Kaya believe ako sa Marcos Sr. Nagsisimula na ang problema ng droga noon. Anong ginawa ng Marcos Sr.? Kamay na bakal. Firing squad. I think second year high school ako noon. 1971 or 72. Firing squad si Lim Eng Sing. Televised throughout the world. Ginorgor, firing squad. Ala Rizal. Anong nangyari? Wala. Nagsilayasan lahat ang mga gustong sumira sa ating bansa gamit ang droga. So, yung style Marcos Sr., the same style ni PRRD, yung kanyang war on drugs. Ganyan ang kailangan natin. Wala. Kala natin mayroong continuity of programs. Kaya kung anong nasimula ni PRRD, itutuloy ng Marcos Jr. Nabudol po tayo. Although, mayroon ding itinuloy, kailang karamihan wala. Itong war on drugs, hindi itinuloy. Merong kampanya, kailang binayot. Mahina, bloodless ang gusto nila. Ayaw nila na mayroong magurgur. Tuloy. Ating kapulisan, bago lang. Nagurgur, napaslangan tayo, nalagasan tayo, 2 pulis. At 4 ang sugatan na pulis. Talo. Dahil, may bloodless eh. Ganon. So, sayang, walang continuity. Ganon po, wais po si Tatay Digong, hindi nyo siya kaya, mga kongresista. Tuloy natin ha.
With the House, he said, I will sign the waiver. But he said, oh, but you have to sign also waivers. So it doesn't mean anything.
Was that kind of statements made by the former president that surprised you? Or was
Well, that is that's par for the course for him. He will say, okay, I will sign, but at the last minute he will say, you must also sign, which will prevent him from signing because the others will not sign.
So the aim really is what, sir? To say it but not do it?
Well, yeah, that's it. In other words, I'm willing to sign, but because you don't want to sign, I will not sign.
All right, but let's go to what he said. That
Tungkol sa waiver. Nag-sign na siya noon. According to Attorney Panelo, siya pa ang spokesman noon eh. Pumirma na siya ng waiver. At ang bangko, BPI, naglabas na ng nilalaman katong bank account in question. 16,000 lang ang laman ng bangko. Contrary sa sinasabi ni listahan ni Trillanes na 281 million daw. 16,000 lang. Mayroon ng certification ng bangko as early as 2016. Tatanong, saan galing yung listahan ni Trillanes? Tinanong siya sa Quadcom. Sabi niya, may nagbigay lang daw sa kanya. Anong klaseng? Parang hindi senador, parang hindi PME graduate. Ibinigay sa kanya, tinanggap niya, tapos i-present niya, akusahan niya ang presidente. Anong klaseng pag-iisip naman niya? So, wala yan, yung waiver na yan. Style lang din ni Trillanes, hindi niya kayang paikutin si Tatay Digong.
challenging the ICC, come here tomorrow, start investigating, and if I am found guilty, I can actually rot in jail. My question is, does that mean that the former president already submitted himself to the jurisdiction of the ICC,
No,
sir?
not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Because, the ICC...
Yung sinabi niya na, sige na, come here, investigate me. Hindi pa nag-surrender si Tatay Digong sa jurisdiction ng ICC. Salita lang yun. So, magaling talaga itong si ex-Supreme Court Justice Carpio. Tama yung sagot niya, wala pa.
will acquire jurisdiction over him if they can arrest him. Because under the rules of the ICC, the trial will not proceed unless they have custody of the accused. So even if the warrant of arrest is issued, if he's not arrested and brought to the custody of ICC, there will be no trial.
I see. So it's a little bit more complicated than actually just saying, come to the
Yes.
Philippines and investigate me tomorrow.
Yeah, if they investigate him tomorrow, they still have to issue the warrant of arrest, and he doesn't have to honor that.
I see. So wala pa pong jurisdiction na pinag-uusapan dito.
No, the ICC has not yet acquired jurisdiction over the person for purposes of proceeding with the trial. But for purposes of investigating whether a crime has been committed, they have jurisdiction.
The jurisdiction begins once an arrest warrant is issued and they take custody of this
The
particular individual.
jurisdiction to proceed with the trial.
I see. Okay. So,
Okay, speaking of yung pag-aresto na, no? sinasabi ni Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin na although ang official stand ng Philippine government is hindi makikipagtulungan sa ICC. Wala silang jurisdiction. Yan ang stand ng Philippine government. Kaya lang, kung ang ICC daw is magpatulong sa Interpol, we might, okay? Mayroon akong abogadong napakinggan, si Attorney Rene Bueno, ang galing niya magpaliwanag. Yung exact word ni Executive Secretary Bersamin, we might feel obliged to cooperate. Ano daw yun, yung salita na yun, walang kasiguruhan. We might feel obliged. Pwedeng hindi, pwedeng optional. Kaya, sabi pa ni so walang kasiguruhan na makikipagtulungan ng ating gobyerno. Sabi pa ni Attorney Rene Bueno, isang vlogger na abogado, hindi daw legally binding ang red notice ng ICC. Kasi kung ang Interpol, yung red notice ng Interpol hindi legally binding. Yung ICC, kung mag-issue ng warrant of arrest, yan, legally binding. Paliwanag ni Attorney Bueno. So, ang ICC, pwedeng magpatulong sa Interpol. Ang Interpol naman, mag-issue ng red notice sa Pilipinas sa pag-aresto kay PRRD. Hindi legally binding. Pwedeng itsapuera o ng Philippine government. Pag hindi nakipagtulungan ng Philippine government, wala silang magagawa. Kagaya doon sa Russia, matagal na, mga more than 2 years na yung warrant of arrest issued by ICC against President Putin, hanggang hindi pa rin aresto. Bakit? Papasok ka muna sa Russia. Sino ang ang unang aarestuin doon, nag-issue ang Russian court ba? Basta may arrest order din versus sa prosecutor ng ICC, si Mr. Khan. Ganun lang kasimple. So, matagal pang labanan ito. Salamat, Supreme Court Justice Attorney Carpio, sa paliwanag nyo na talagang marunong talagang maglaro itong aming Tatay Digong.